Machismo Eugene, welcome to another video from Exit Strategy. Thank you. Subscribe, like, and share each and every video that you have watched. And make sure you leave a comment if you want. I appreciate them. As small as they are encouraging, they are insightful, because I know you all have something to share. Don't be bashful. We have to, as awakened empaths and chosen ones, we really have to be mindful of not feeding the animals. You know that sign at the zoo? And I use that a lot. Don't feed the animals, because you won't get your hand back when you feed that silverback gorilla. And it's always somebody at the zoo trying to sneak a peanut to the silverback. Give him a candy bar. And it ends in tragedy. That sign is there for a reason. Now, using that metaphor, I'm going to apply it to what I'm talking about when it pertains to the narcissist. And this extends to the narcissist children, the children of a narcissist. You know, some time ago, there were some tenants down here, the ones who left the roaches with them behind. They didn't take their kids. They took their human kids, but they didn't take their rodent kids, the parasite kids. I mean, they're parasites. Why didn't they take their children, their other children? I spent a lot of time bombing this apartment house. And I emphasize it once again, I've never had roaches in any apartment I've ever lived in. I've been here 15 years. And not so much just to have them. They're the most disgusting thing that, they're not the most, but they're one of the most disgusting things that I can think of, to be so small. And I even had a couple of mice. I think I all but ridded myself of both. I want to believe I have. And it's cold, it's in single digits, but that doesn't mean anything. They will hover and cower in places of darkness, warm themselves around insulation, kind of like a narcissist. They hang around places of convenience and comfort, and they hide in the dark. So I want to talk to you about narcissists, the children of the narcissist. Resist the temptation of aiding, helping, assisting in ways that your empathy and your sympathy calls you to do. Don't allow your physical empathy to blind you from spiritual direction. You who are spiritually connected, you know how we do things in this knee-jerk fashion where our heart just breaks for certain people and we just do it. You know, I take time to talk about homeless a lot. We can't look down on these people. And again, this is not looking down on narcissists or narcissist children, but you must be mindful that these individuals, they play on your sympathy and your empathy. Say, for example, a narcissist child. Well, I'll use real life. These parasites down here that left here shortly ago, a few months ago. I was tempted many times in the summer. It was pretty hot out. And I had ice cream pops in the top of the refrigerator. My children are 15. They're older now. They may get one or two out of there here or there. They drink a lot of water, just as I should. They're more healthier than I am. My kids are. But I bought them in times past, and they would be just up there. And I looked up there in the refrigerator or the freezer, and I saw them, and it was like 12 or 24 or 30 in a pack. You know, freeze pops that we grew up on. What a treat to have, and to offer a kid. And that is something that I tend to do, offer the kids in the neighborhood. I'll come from the store, and I'll go to the store, I'll see them out playing, and I'm thinking of them, and I'll stop at the grocery store and get a big box of these things, and I'll just hand them out. But in this case, I was so tempted, but I resisted everything, because in the way that I resisted, God was nudging me. don't feed the animals. Because you don't realize that when you connect in that way with narcissist kids, they will go back and make sure that their parents know that they connected with you. They're narcissists as well. The children of the narcissists are narcissists in most cases, as subtle as it may be. If they're not narcissists, they're well on their way to be narcissists, especially if they're 6, 7, 8 years old running around in the yard looking like normal kids, acting like normal kids. But you'll know when you look in their eyes, you'll know when you look at them by their behavior. They are obsessed with attention. As many times I be coming in my driveway, I would literally have to stop and sit there and just look at them, because they would be looking for me to say, hey, can you move? That's attention grubbing. And so the adults are grooming their kids to be narcissists as well, to take, freeload, beg, act like they're down and out. Because the narcissist parent neglects their children in big ways. And you, the empath, the children are capitalizing on your empathy and your sympathy. So resist. And it was never a time where I committed and I went that route to give them anything, not even a piece of candy, because I knew that it would open the door for them to think that everything was all good. These kids were atrocious enough. I didn't want to connect with them in any way. I wasn't mean to them. I just acted gray rock. I acted like they were not even there. They would leave their bike in the driveway. I drive in. They would take their time. I'd have to honk the horn. They would jump off of that bike and leave it dead in the center of the driveway. I mean, we did it when we were kids too. But the parents would normally say, listen, be responsible. Put that bike over there. There are other people in the driveway. These other tenants have to come in. No guidance or none whatever. These kids would raise themselves. So bigger point to this is, do not invest in narcissist kids. If the Spirit of God moves you to do something, do it. Don't do it impulsively out of your own head. Because what you don't realize is you're investing in that child, as small as it is. They're investing in you in a way where you may leave home. That same child, they'll break in your house and steal things out of your house. They will break in your shed and steal stuff out of there and pretend they don't even know who did it. And they will definitely have the whole neighborhood coming to their house. That was an issue. I would have kids from blocks and blocks away that would never be over here in our yard, because I have children too. And none of these children had no parents around. They would just come and go as they will. And when I was a kid, there was always an adult that knew the kids were out there. And I think you know where I'm going with this, guys. And I know our empathy and our sympathy, our heart breaks for these children. It's unfortunate that they have come up in the ranks of these demons. But we have to understand the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The apple and the tree go hand in hand when you're talking about narcissists and their children. Everybody in that group, in that clique, or in that family structure may not be narcissists, but they all exhibit narcissistic behavior. So you can't weed the good from the bad. You know the head is contaminated, so you don't dare feed anything connected to that in any way, shape, or form. It's not only physical food. You don't go out of your way to do anything special. You just be kind, cordial, without being rude. But you don't go out of your way. That being said, bless.